is the next installment of our pack sales for you. As COVID continues to keep us all separated, because you guys know we do miss you very, very much, but we have to make sure that we're being responsible. So we have another pack available for you guys for the summer. We're going to be doing Rosé all day because it's that time of the year, and we have some amazing rosés for you that we're going to be pairing with a couple of cheeses and one of our charcuteries. It's our wild duck. And joining me today, I have right here the lovely Kate, who's going to be talking all of her wines. She's got 2 in our list here, and right next to her is Tammy, who is also going to be talking 2 of her wines. It's going to be a blast, and just like last time, you guys are going to be stuck watching me shenanigans. Well, these 2 ladies spread some education on you. So, let's go ahead and get things started. Just to give you guys the details on the pack, what we are going to have are these 4 amazing rosés. You're going to have our Fromage de Affanois, our Bleu de Vin, and one of our wild duck links that we get locally from Angels. This is actually sourced right out of Carlsbad. An amazing charcuterie, an amazing salami that you guys are going to love. And those who have been in here know that it's one of my absolute favorites because it's everything that a duck salami should be. Now in the pack, by the way, like I mentioned, is going to be all of these, plus you're going to get some swag. So what we have to start off with is your very own Rosé All tote. We're going to also hook you up with one of these lovely wine keys and disposable glasses, so that you guys, if you so chose, decided to make a picnic out of it, you totally could. 2 of these wine bottles have screw tops, which make it super easy to be able to go out and enjoy while the weather's still warm and you can find some shade somewhere. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Kate, please.
As Jeremy said, my name's Kate. I work for Kermit Lynch Wine Merchant, based out of the Bay Area. We're going to taste 2 of our 2019 rosés, actually the only 2 2019s we have available. Thank you, pandemic. So we're going to start off with the Domaine de Fonsac Corbière Rosé. This is always our first rosé that comes in. Usually it comes in February. This year it came in, I think, closer to May. And it's always, for me, closest to my heart. I've consumed more of this wine than any other Kermit wine in the portfolio. Before I worked for Kermit, I used to work at a bar and would finish the night with a glass of this rosé. And in addition to myself, I know the rest of the staff, it's a staff favorite. We get an entire container in, and we call it the love boat. The pink boat comes in, and we all are very excited when it arrives. So this is from Corbière in the Languedoc. It's called Brie de Gris because it's mostly Grenache Gris. 90% the balance is Bourbet and a little bit of Carignan. It's in the style of a Provence rosé. You can see the light color, but it's much more affordable.
I like your pores.
And very adultable. And we're pairing this with the...
This is pairing with our Fromage de Affanois, which, just to give you guys a little bit of details, and again, anybody who's been in here knows how much I love my cheeses. But the fromage is something very special, very close to my heart because it's just fabulous. And if you can see from that angle, it's trying to run away from us because as soon as this cheese gets to room temperature, it just wants to be spread.
Should we try it?
We definitely are going to try it. I'm going to go ahead and set you guys up. So now some fun facts about this cheese though is that it is put through a special process wherein they essentially do a special type of homogenization with it to clarify more of the fat. So what you're left with is just a whole hell of a lot of cream and yummy goodness. The best way to, yeah, exactly. It's the best way to describe it honestly is melted butter on toast. So, by the way, in your pack you will get a little bit of bread. Let us know if you want it toasted so that if you do decide to go to the park with it, you can, tear right into this. But no better way to describe this than butter on toast. This cheese is fabulous.
Cheers. Cheers.
Told you.
So good.
Right. I know how to get the goods, baby. Okay, so next on our list is going to be Tammy talking about our Amistoire, which is absolutely gorgeous. Tammy, please take
So
it.
there it is. All right. So Amistoy is from Guetaria, which is a tiny little fishing village on the Bay of Biscay, which is in the Basque region of Spain. It's about 20 miles away from the city of San Sebastian, which if you've ever been there, it's one of the culinary capitals of the world. And this is one of the most famous chocolinas that are found in the world. In fact, Amistoy, they were the first to make a rosé. The wines are normally, there are mostly white wines from the area, being a seaside coastal place by the ocean. It goes really well with all the pinchos and the seafood that is served there. It's half Hondarribia Zuri, which is the white grape, and half Hondarribia Belsa, which is the red grape. And they're co-fermented together. They're farmed essentially organically. But the cool thing about Chocolina Rosé is that it's got a little bit of spritz, and that's because when they ferment the wine, they put it in a closed tank, which traps in the carbon dioxide and results in the spritz.
Very nice. You like it already.
We forgot to talk about alcohol levels too, because I know these tend to be 11%.
And the fondant is
Cool pounder. 13.
13. So, I mean, definitely great picnic wine, something that you can still enjoy without, having to get into your home if you're sharing with somebody.
This is dangerous. I would not share.
This wine is one of the reasons that I wanted to represent Estate Wines Limited, is this wine.
I can totally understand that.
Like, I
Totally.
think San Diego need to have this.
Right? And to pair off with this one, by the way, we're going a little bit, Chef decided to get a little crazy, go a little bit off-road with it, and we're actually going to pair that one with our Bleu de Vin. Now, normally you don't hear about a blue cheese getting paired with rosés, not something that you come across very commonly. Here's why I'm doing it though, is that our Bleu de Vin is a blue cheese that you wouldn't normally find. Even people who aren't akin to blue cheeses would probably enjoy this. One of the key reasons, in my opinion, is because the cream on this is very French-like. It's very creamy and has a nice salinity to it without being overbearing. And so the blue that they use to inoculate it tends to leave this really mild blue. It's something that's very easy to approach and very easy to enjoy. And when we tried this out, in the tasting and trying to figure out what we were going to do together, we all tasted it and realized that this brings out the strawberry notes in this wine like perfectly. It just brings out all the joy and all the love that both of these products have. And then, just a fun little story as part of it. Rob, who I hope you all know and love, of course, but Rob happened to mention that this was my ratatouille moment. So, that much being said, ladies, let me get you a little taste.
Is this a French cheese?
It is a French cheese. So this one is, trying to remember exactly where it is produced, and I was just reading all the paperwork on it and I can't remember right now. But it is a French cheese. The label on it actually even has a lovely little grandmother on it, and is called like Mama or something along those lines. So it's a beautiful family style blue cheese, something that you can really love, and you'll taste the salinity in that blue cheese. One thing that we definitely recommend with it, if you are going to be pairing it with this wine, of course, is to make sure that you're eating it with something that's not overly salted. So if you're going to do crackers, do like a soda cracker or something like that. Do the toast that we're going to provide for you, because otherwise getting too much salinity throws the balance way off. But if you taste the cheese with the wine, it's perfect.
It's delicious.
Right? Well done.
You don't even need the strawberry.
Right?
No. Just more cheese.
And more wine.
More cheese and more wine.
I mean, tough decision.
Right? Music to my ears. And then one other really cool little tidbit about this particular wine is that it's actually in our Explorers Club. We only do one rosé per year in regards to our Explorer, and this is the one that the entire team fell in love with. Thank you to Tammy for bringing it in because it's magnificent. It has everything that we want for you guys to explore and enjoy. Hence the name of the club, of course. But we spend a lot of time trying to find the perfect wines for you guys to be able to expand your palates, and this one definitely fit. We took a quick moment too, of course, to remember where this cheese was from. And so it is from Devern, hence the name. But it's near the culinary capital of the world, Leon, which they reminded me of. Obviously, the wine has taken its toll. However, with that being the case, no, it's an absolutely fabulous cheese. It is something that I know that you guys will enjoy, and when you guys do pair it off with this, it's gonna be something where you're gonna, see that moment in Ratatouille where he tastes the cheese and the strawberry, and it's like, yeah, that's what's gonna happen. So you guys love it, right?
So good.
So good. All right, so next on the list is wine from Tammy. It is our Grand Ambelon. Please, Tammy.
Oui. So this is the Joel Delaunay. So they're in Chenonceau in the Touraine, which is kind of the middle part of the Loire Valley in France. And so these folks are really famous for their Sauvignon Blancs because the area is famous for Sauvignon Blanc. The current winemaker is the 5th generation on the property, and they have committed to really sustainable farming methods. This wine is 70% Gamay, which is famous from Beaujolais, of course, but really popular also in the Loire River Valley. It's 25% Cabernet Franc and 5% Cotte, which is what they call Malbec.
Very nice. And so what we're doing on our end with it is we're going to be pairing this one with a wild duck. Again, something that you might not normally do with the rosé, but we wanted to give you guys a little bit more of a picnic pack, so we're giving you a little bit of charcuterie to go along with it, mixing it up from our last bundle. The duck itself comes from Angel's Charcuterie, which is a local company right out of Carlsbad, like I mentioned at the beginning of this video. Chef Pasquale is absolutely amazing. Does a great job with all of his charcuterie. You can tell that there is tons and tons of love, right? And this particular one is one of my personal favorites, and it is just everything that you would expect out of something that's made out of duck. There's that beautiful greasiness, which I know sounds like a bad word, but in the culinary world, you want that in a duck. You want something that has a little bit of glisten to it. A duck that has plenty of fat is a duck that loves you back. So, we have this. I know, right? I just came up with that. I don't know it and didn't even know it. That was awesome, right?
Except by your Longfellows.
No, except by your Longfellows. Anyhow, as I was saying, but no, this is absolutely fun. This is one of my, seriously one of my favorites.
It's so good.
Right? It's gamey without being, overpowering.
Perfect.
Exactly. It's like the best duck charcuterie, duck salami you could possibly have. And it goes really, really well with these wines because they're using that darker grape.
Mm-hmm. Big whole peppercorns in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. For a little spice kick.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Ladies, help yourselves too, of course, because we got plenty right here, but we're going to pair that with the next one as well.
Also in the Loire Valley. This is funny because we also call this our picnic wine, which is a little misleading because it's a serious rosé. This is, again, Loire Valley, similar area. Chinon, where Cabernet Franc is king. It's on the south side of the river, and this is a serious rosé, I think, but I also take my picnicking very serious. Obviously, you do as well.
Well,
Hence
I
the
mean,
spread.
exactly. If you're going to
Take
do
my
it, do it
rosé
right.
seriously. So 100% Cabernet Franc. Organic farming here. Oops. Oopsie.
Nice save. You definitely don't want to do a rosé suicide, like where you're mixing it all up. That is not a good way to go. So
No.
enjoy these individually.
Also, this is one of my hands down, I don't know if you can zoom in there, rosé labels that we have. They talked about changing it at one point, shows the domain, which, I mean, this picture of the house is probably from the 1800s and very little has changed.
Oh, really? So it's the same building that's out there right now? Or?
Yeah.
Wow. That's actually really awesome. So there's your fun fact for this wine as well.
I think for this rosé, very serious, but still it's got that just juicy fruit, ends with like, fun fruit, picnic summer.
Absolutely. Well, and that's kind of the point of this whole pack, is to get something that's very summery for, all of our regulars who do come through here, who have enjoyed enjoyed the last couple of packs. We want to give you guys a fill of the norm without, having to lose out on anything. We may not be able to have you in like we were before for all of our tastings, but this is our opportunity to give you guys, the experience that we used to. And this is why we also have you two lovely ladies with me, because, well, I probably wouldn't have made it through by myself.
You would have, but it wouldn't have been as much fun.
This is very true.
Yeah.
This is very true. But yeah, so thank you. Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers. Thank you.
And to close things out, guys, I'm just going to kind of recap on the bundle that we have available for you and remind you everything that we have that's going to go in this bundle, because it's not just the wines, the cheese, and the meat. It's a little bit of extra swag so you don't forget us while you're sitting at home lonely like we sit at home lonely waiting for you to get here. What we are going to what we will have in your package is this awesome little wine key that's going to be on us, this amazing Rosé All tote. And if you guys decide that you want to take it straight to the park, just let us know in the comments when you order it online or when you come in, and we're going to have some picnic cups available for you so that you can inconspicuously enjoy your wine.
And cold bottles.
And cold bottles too, that's right. So if you give us that quick heads up, we have these bottles chilled down so that you can take them straight to the park and enjoy them while they're still chilled the way that a proper rosé is supposed to be enjoyed. I almost forgot to kind of give you guys a heads up on the entire cost. What you're looking at is $75 just for the 4-pack right here, which, as we all know, is an outstanding deal. Fantastic.
And then $20 a bottle. Less than $20 a bottle.
Exactly,
Yeah.
which is really awesome. And then if you decide to just throw the cheese and the meat on there as well, it's going to be $95. So it's a great package altogether, because you're getting the bread in there as well. You're getting everything that you need to be able to go home or to the park and enjoy this immediately. That's the goal here, is to give you guys that little sense of normalcy while we go through all this madness right now. We miss you guys oh so very much. Make sure that if you do order it online, you put the comments in as to the day that you want to pick it up. This will not be released until the 15th. So if you order before then, just know that that's going to be your pickup date. If you decide to order it after the 15th, just let us know what day you want to pick it up and we'll be here for you. But you can also come in and pick it up if you want as well. We have plenty in stock, so that's an option. Or call it in. That's another option as well. So we're here for you guys. We missed you guys. I got to spend a lovely afternoon with these beautiful women getting educated, which I will forget shortly. I hope you guys, I know. I get to see you guys often enough, thankfully. But hopefully we hear from you guys very soon, and you guys get to enjoy this as well. Don't forget to, give us some love. Bye, guys.
Happy summer.
See you later.